What is life at ERC? When we were sworn in, I got to know some people for the first time. Some I had known before. And then we started to interact. To add to that, we had to meet the then depleted staff, I think a component of 14. And so we were in this, what I call a honeymoon period, getting to know each other. But since then, we've discovered that we can harmonize, we can agree, and we can also agree to disagree, but we can do it in a friendly manner. There's a lot of banter, and also I should say that the staff, the old component, plus the new ones who've come on since, have been very, very supportive. As a chairman, I can say that they've given me all the respect and all the guidance, because don't forget, I am a new kid on the block, and this is new to me. So they helped me to dot my I's and cross my T's. Interacting with the staff and the commissioners and traveling together to meet the stakeholders, to me, those have been great moments in my life so far as chairman of the ERC. We are all Guyanese. We are all stakeholders in this country. We all need to have our place in the sun that shines over this dear land of Guyana.
The ERC's engagement in the interior locations has been a very positive move to engage the hinterland residents and also to make them aware of what the ERC is about. It was a very effective move because the residents in the hinterland or the interior has never heard about the Ethnic Relations Commission, and so that was a wonderful exercise. The best part of the ERC's engagement in the interior was the educational component, because we are all about education, making aware of what harmony and so is about. Also, it created a forum for the commissioners themselves to be educated of what the experiences of the hinterland, what it's like for the residents in the interiors.
I think it's a good idea that the ERC has come back in existence, and I'm sure that they will spread peace, especially this time in this country. I think it's meaningful to have them because with a couple of the commissioners on board, I know they're very peacemaking, loving citizens of this country, and I'm sure it's going to be well put together in spreading peace. Since we had the fire, no one from no particular or major organization came forward. ERC made it happen, brought a lot of joy with the children, with lots of gifts and toys, food stuff, and making the children happy. We had a really blessed evening that day, and I really appreciate that ERC has went out of their way to come forward to this orphanage and make this happen. And all the children were so excited seeing all these commissioners here together, and just to make them smile because they just came out from a traumatized situation with that fire.
We met with the 10 constituencies that comprise the ERC. Also, we met with the diplomatic corps. We met with the head of state, President David Granger, and the leader of the opposition, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo. Also, we fan out in various parts across the country to meet constituencies along the coast. We actually went into Lethem. We also went into Conishan. And in these engagements, we use them as an opportunity to be able to hear from those people. What is it that they want the ERC to do? How do they see the ERC? How important to them is the ERC? One of the biggest challenges that we have is to ensure that we can deliver that expectation, but more so in a timely manner. so that people can see the relevance of the ERC. That's never in question. That's never in question. All the discussions we had, people said the ERC is needed. It's vital to the country. As a matter of fact, I can even quote that the president told us that it's probably the most important constitutional body in the country. I want to say this, that there are 10 commissioners and the staff that comprise officially the ERC. But in my mind, we are all members of the ERC, all Guyanese, whether here or abroad. We are all part of the Ethnic Relations Commission, because it is through the people, or through our people, that the ERC will want to work through to ensure that whatever we do gets wide coverage, people can buy into or buying more to what we're supposed to be doing. And I believe that is so necessary, because the change that we desire can only come through all of us. If all of us were to see ourselves as a member or an extended member of the ERC, I think that'll go very, very far away.
We have seen over the years that young people have been making difference in every part of the world, and no different in Guyana, because the young people, studies have shown in previous times that they tend to be more or less racial than of that gone by era. And in order to effect the change what Guyana is so needed, because young people strongly believe to live in a harmonious society we grew up with. Racism is not born with us. We're not born as racial, but because of the process of interaction, yes, we may develop this, but young people want to be the changer. But more importantly, I believe in this whole mission of the ERC here. If every citizen see themselves as a harmony promoting officer, then definitely we can be able to execute our mandate.
The ERC has engaged a number of schools in the past and continues to do so through the Film Festival program. Film Festival facilitates discussion amongst children of various ethnicities as it relates to race relations in Guyana. Also, we would have received opinions and suggestions from children as it relates to the race relations in Guyana. Also, if those race relations are being improved or not.
Our youth must become involved in promoting ethnic harmony, because it is an initiative that stretches across generations. They will eventually shape the thinking of our population to get rid of racial prejudice and ignorance. Our young people must make it their duty to learn about the cultures of other ethnicities. They must make it their duty to become involved in activities with persons from different ethnicities and form friendships. They must make it their duty to have an open mind, to avoid or resist forming wrong impressions of persons they don't know. We are many cultures, one country.
I'm glad to know ERC is back, because I feel that we need them very much to try to create harmony in our country. We all are Guyanese, whether what race, whatever, we all are Guyanese, and we're always supposed to resort to each other as Guyanese, not black and Indian and Amerindian. I hope one day before I die, I must hear people just referring to each other as Guyanese. ERC, we thank you guys again for remembering the seniors at Archer Senior Citizen Home. We're very happy to have you, and we're looking forward to have you with us again in the coming years.
Education, the Public Education and Awareness Unit. So simple. When we think about education, I think Malcolm X captured it very well. He said that education is the passport to the future. But I share the tenet that education is the passport to understanding and appreciation, and thereby having certain tolerance for other person's culture and religious belief. For me, when you think about it and you reflect to your childhood, think about it for just a little second. You did not care about the color of your friend's skin. You did not care about that. All you cared about was just going out with your friends and having a good time. Hatred is something that is, taught. It's something that is learned, and anything that is learned can be unlearned. And so it is important for the Public Education and Awareness Unit to be able to create a number of paradigms through their education strategies to break down those barriers of misunderstanding and be able to promote tolerance, to promote love, to promote harmony, to promote and remind us as a people of Guyana about the things that connects us. We need to be able to think outside of the box. The normal engaging persons only physically. Now, a lot of persons are on social media. This item here is a ubiquitous item that everyone has these days, a smartphone. And this is where the Public Education and Awareness Unit have been able to change their style of reaching out to people and being more innovative. So we've launched our social media page, we've launched our Instagram page, we've launched our YouTube page to be able to interact with persons and pass messages of hope, unity, harmony to persons. So I challenge you to be a part of Team ERC, to be a part of Team Guyana, and to do your part in promoting harmony within your home, within your community, and by extension, Guyana.
In terms of the role that the Media Monitoring Unit plays in helping the Ethnic Relations Commission to achieve its mandate, I would say, well, as we all know, the motto of the ERC is to promote harmony and good relations. However, the Commission's mandate is actually founded or is defined by 24 constitutional functions, and these functions are found in Article 212D of the Constitution of Guyana. Types of media that the Media Monitoring Unit actually monitors is taken from the print media, broadcast media, and social media. In terms of the print media, the unit monitors the 4 daily newspapers. In terms of the broadcast media or the electronic media, we monitor roughly like about 13 television stations that can be located along the country's coastline. That is from channel 2 right down to channel 46. And in terms of social media, we monitor the local social media news and information websites such like Demerara Waves, Newsroom, etc.
Engaging women is an important part of the Commission's mandate because, firstly, women are the foundation of the home. They give birth, they nourish, they teach, and if you look across in the workplace, females are predominantly in the workplaces. Even in the technical areas, females are attracted to that. And when we look at it, politics too, women are involved. So against that backdrop, we could say women will be able to teach our boys and girls to love each other regardless of race, religion, etc.
Women play a very pivotal role in the development of the family and holding the family together. And so from the family that spills into society, and whatever values are taught in the home to the children, those are the ones that will go into society, and the children will be the leaders of tomorrow. So if the words like love, equality, fraternity, race-free are taught in homes, then definitely those are going to be the watchwords for tomorrow.
Women can get involved in promoting harmony. Well, with us, with the ERCs, by getting involved in community affairs, and also they can help by playing a role in being the mediator to solve any grievances that may need redress.
In addition to that, women attend these religious functions, or they go to temples, they go to mandirs, they go to mosque, and then sometimes they are predominantly more than the men there, and they can get involved in the activities, the religious activities when they have their meetings.
Why won't you want to be a part of achieving national unity? I'm going to reiterate what my commissioner said and what my fellow colleagues said, that women are the backbone of this nation. We can make a change. I mean, as time progresses, we live in the 21st century, and persons want to be on Facebook, they want to be on Instagram, they want to be on Twitter, despite the age, the race, the creed. Why not try to promote harmony? Guyana will always be a multi-ethnic country, and we can't avoid the fact that there are problems within our country, there are social issues. And if you don't want to be a part of that change, then you're going to contribute to the problem.
Women are the foundation of the home, and just remember that you are very, very important, because you are there in the home. You do all the teaching. Most of the times the fathers are out working, even though if you are working too, you pick up the children. So you are important to be part of this harmony and good relations, because you will help our children to be what we want them to be in the future for this beautiful country, Guyana.
The role of labor or the trade union movement is critical in enhancing the work of the Ethnic Relations Commission, insofar as it relates to the realization of the ERC's mandate, which is to promote harmony and good relations. I say this from the perspective that it is universally accepted that the labor movement is the foremost legitimate mass organization. In the ERC's interaction with stakeholders, very often questions raised would suggest that the ERC is here to address all problems or all issues, whether perceived or real, that affects the citizenry of this country. It is not so. The ERC mandate is purely to address issues of ethnic, racial discrimination.
Constituency meeting that we had brought away a tremendous amount of information. Information that referred to participation of developments that don't exist, that would involve men. Things like that could participate in drama. Men can be custodians, rather than and allowed to tell their stories, other than reflecting among themselves at the village rum shop and places like that. We have situations with men who are working but cannot earn enough to even pay rent. These men are sleeping on places and on the seawalls, and other places that they can accommodate themselves. These things have to be more discussed at our constituency meeting.
Regardless of what we do, we will be unable to bring harmony and peace unless we can work together to make this activity one of good relations, one of peace, and this is what is facing both the Ethnic Relations Commission and the Private Sector Commission. How we work together is going to be a very difficult issue for all of us, and we have to work together to try and make this happen. It has not happened so far, and despite all our efforts, we have 10 members of the Ethnic Relations Commission, all charged and challenged to bring about peace and good relations between us. And we've just had a exercise where I think quite a few of our members were there, where we tried to put out themes which were relevant to working together, working in harmony, and working in peace. That is going to be a big challenge for us, and we'll all have to work seriously, coming together for the good of the country. And that's my hope as we address harmony and peace and good relations.
To me, already in Guyana, we live in what I see as a one world society, but we are united by many things. First of all, and best of all, food. We share each other foods with joy, happiness. We share each other holidays. We visit each other's homes on holidays. We share food with each other on holidays, and sports. Cricket. When we play cricket, we don't see what is race. We don't know what is ethnicity. All we think of is the victory of our group, of our country. So these are some of the things that I see that truly brings us together as a people of a one world society.
ERC is a small organization with a huge task, which is to promote harmony and good relations amongst all Guyanese. You would agree with me that we must get it right on the inside before we go out there and preach it to the wider society. The best part of being at the ERC is the oneness that we have, the togetherness, the teamwork. The camaraderie on the inside is one that is admirable.
We have incredible people working for the Commission. Every unit plays an important role in achieving the ERC's mandate. Who we are is a reflection of hope for this nation. Harmony is needed not just for this generation, but for every generation to come. It is a daunting task, indeed, but we smile through every challenge, knowing that what we are doing should and will make an indelible impact on the social fabric of Guyana, and hopefully achieve good relations among all ethnic groups nationally. This is life at ERC.